Have you ever felt like you're holding on to a dream instead of a relationship? You know the feeling. You're together, but sometimes it feels like you're speaking two completely different languages. You might be pouring your heart out, putting in time and effort, and yet something feels off. Maybe you're wondering, am I seeing what I want to see instead of the truth? Today, let's look closely at those moments we often overlook, those subtle clues that could reveal whether your partner is truly invested. We're diving into 10 signs they might not love you the way you believe. Love is complicated, and relationships don't come with a manual. When you're deeply attached, it's easy to miss the warning signs, holding on to hope that things will get better. But sometimes, those signs are there for a reason. They're trying to tell you that something isn't quite right. So, let's explore these clues together and see what they might reveal about your relationship. Sign number 1. They're always busy. When you first fell for them, spending time together was easy, almost natural. But now, whenever you want to meet, they always seem to have something else going on. Plans are postponed, cancelled, or just forgotten. They're busy, and yet they have time for everyone and everything else. It's one thing to be genuinely occupied, but someone who cares will always make time for you, even in a packed schedule. When someone loves you, being with you isn't an obligation, it's something they look forward to. If they're constantly unavailable, it might be their subtle way of keeping distance. Sign number 2. They're only interested in the physical connection. Physical attraction is a powerful part of most relationships, but love goes beyond that. If you find that most of your interactions are only about physical intimacy, it's time to ask yourself, are they connecting with me on a deeper level? True love seeks a bond that includes sharing life's ups and downs, understanding each other's thoughts, dreams, and even insecurities. But if they only seem interested when things turn physical, it's possible they're not as emotionally invested. Genuine love craves closeness beyond what's physical. It's about caring for each other's mind, soul, and heart. Sign number 3. They rarely compliment you. It's the little words that make us feel cherished. A compliment here, a kind word there. A loving partner naturally sees and appreciates what makes you unique, and they often share it with you. But if they rarely compliment you, or if compliments feel forced or insincere, it could be a sign that they're not truly captivated by who you are. Of course, not everyone expresses love verbally, but someone who cares will make you feel seen and valued in some way. If they rarely acknowledge your positive traits, it's worth considering if they're overlooking the beauty in your individuality. Sign number 4. They make you feel dependent. In a healthy relationship, both partners bring out each other's best qualities, helping each other grow and thrive. But if your partner makes you feel like you can't do anything without them, they may be more interested in control than love. This kind of behavior often shows up as subtle manipulations. They offer support, but only on their terms. They may even discourage you from doing things independently, indirectly suggesting that you need them to navigate life. This isn't love. It's about control, and it can trap you in a one-sided dependency that's hard to break free from. Sign number 5. They reach out only when they need something. Pay attention to who initiates contact. Are you the one always calling or texting, while they rarely check in on their own? When someone truly loves you, they don't need a reason to reach out. They simply enjoy hearing from you. If, however, they only get in touch when they need a favor, it's a sign they're more interested in what you can do for them than in who you are. Relationships are about reciprocity. When one person always seems to need something, it creates an imbalance that love can't sustain. Sign number 6. They talk about breaking up, but fear being alone. It's natural for relationships to hit rough patches, and sometimes people do wonder if it's time to move on. But there's a difference between normal doubts and someone who brings up ending the relationship often, only to stay out of fear of being alone. If they constantly mention breaking up, it could be their way of telling you they're not as invested. Instead of fighting for the relationship, they're lingering, because they're not ready to face the emptiness that comes with being single. It's unfair to you, because it creates emotional instability, leaving you to feel like you're on unsteady ground. Sign number 7. They blame you for everything. When love is real, it's a partnership built on mutual respect and shared responsibility. If they're always quick to point fingers at you when things go wrong, it's a sign of immaturity and lack of accountability. True love involves admitting mistakes and working through problems together. But if they're only interested in making you the scapegoat, they may be avoiding responsibility altogether. Blaming you repeatedly indicates they might not respect you as an equal, which can be damaging over time. Sign number 8. They show little respect for the relationship. Love and respect go hand in hand. If they flirt openly with others, don't set boundaries, or seem to ignore the basic commitments of the relationship, it's a sign they're not truly valuing what you have together. Respecting a relationship means protecting it from outside distractions. If they don't respect the boundaries, it's like they're keeping one foot out the door, suggesting they're not fully invested in you. Sign number 9. They make no effort to keep things alive. Relationships don't stay strong on their own. They require effort, patience, and attention. Someone in love will make the effort to create meaningful memories, whether it's a date night, a weekend getaway, or even just a small surprise to brighten your day. If your partner seems indifferent, making no effort to keep the spark alive, it might be a sign they're not invested. A lack of effort suggests a lack of interest, which, over time, can make the relationship feel empty and unfulfilling. Sign number 10. Your happiness is not a priority to them. When someone loves you, they care about your well-being. They'll notice when you're happy, sad, or stressed, and they'll try to support you through it all. But if your partner seems unaffected by your emotions, or they're indifferent to your happiness, it's a sign they might not be as invested as you deserve. Love isn't just about spending time together. It's about creating an environment where both people feel seen, heard, and cared for. If they don't care about your happiness, it could mean they're prioritizing their own needs above the relationship. Seeing these signs in a relationship can be difficult, especially if you're deeply invested in making things work. But recognizing the truth is the first step toward finding genuine love and fulfillment. Relationships should bring out the best in you, encouraging growth and joy, not leaving you questioning your worth. Remember, you deserve a partner who truly values you, who sees your happiness as a priority, and who is willing to put in the effort.